This video is about some of the shorter hikes and the beautiful scenic drive at Big Bend National Park. We did drive and also hike to the hot spring. This used to be the vacation hotspot. This is the Rio Grande. Across there is Mexico. The hot spring was too hot on such a hot day like today, but jumping in the river was really refreshing. He's crossing over to Mexico. I don't know what it is about him, but everywhere we travel, dogs are attracted to him. This is a very short hike over at Rio Grande Village. It's where most of the people go bird watching. This clip of flowers is more for myself, for memory. I love flowers, and during this time that we went, Big Bend National Park was full of flowers. This area especially, the hike was just so beautiful, and the flowers, the fragrance from the flowers was just so nice. You just had to be there to understand. This hiking trail is actually just right across the street from the gas station near the Panther Junction Visitor Center. Now I'm just going to go over some of our costs for this trip as you view our Maxwell Scenic Drive. Now, as you guys all know, we travel on points. On this trip, because we were going to be camping at some of the national parks, which is part of our bucket list, we actually fly Southwest so that we can bring our camping gear and also our cooler. Our flights were $390 each, but we actually used points, and so both our flights were free. This trip was 10 days and 9 nights, and we stayed 5 nights in mostly Hilton hotels, with 1 night in a Holiday Inn. All of the hotels were free using points. We did stay in campsites for 4 nights, 3 nights in the national parks, and then 1 night in a state park, and they were $20 each. Our car rental was $767. Gas was $183. Food, we spent about $600. And park fees was $80 for the national parks, and then another $25 for the other state parks. We also spent $181 for parking at the Chicago airport, with a grand total of just under $2,000 for the whole trip. We did see 4 national parks, both in Texas and New Mexico, and a bunch of state parks in between there. At the end of this scenic drive is Santa Elena Canyon. It's just a short hike up into the canyon, and you get to swim in the Rio Grande. It was very beautiful, but it was very hot. Again, that's Mexico on the other side. This scenic drive actually has a lot of pullouts for viewpoints, as well as different hiking trails that you can go on as well. We were able to get a campsite at Chisos Basin Campground.